What the fuck is going on? Today is October 29th. We're going to start off with a quote by Warren Money Buffett. Scared money don't make no fucking money. Perfect. We're going to go over penny stocks and open markets, pre-markets, you name it. We're going to start with AREB. This one was not a multi-day runner. This one had a okay-ish pre-market. I like that it wasn't up a whole lot. I like that it was flat. Between this one and SHPH, let's pull it up. And also Lixt. These three pre-markets I thought were very similar. They're all day one runners. So to me, I was looking at potential open market dip and rips. We got them on two of them, and we did not get it on this one. But we'll start with AREB. So to me, we've seen this pattern, this kind of dip to a key level, push into VWAP, and then get dusted off the face of the earth. And so if you want to, take a stab somewhere down there, hold for at least VWAP. I mean, from here to there, you're looking at 10-20%. So that's pretty fucking sweet. But unfortunately, this thing also just kind of died off and did absolutely nothing. So, but this was probably the only trade I see outside of pre-market. Also, pre-market was pretty light, so not really doing much there. BKYI. This bitch was up a shit ton from 66 RRP to 167. Anytime something comes from under a dollar and has momentum, it's going to halt pretty much 99.99% of the time. So to me, this was a nice little flag kind of coming into the open, but to me, I really wasn't paying too much attention here. This could have easily down halted off of the rip. It did hold and consolidate and then push. This halt was nice. This down halt got insta-bagged, so you gotta fucking stay away from that shit. As soon as it halts for me, I would be out. This could go parabolic, but the risk is just way too high. If you get trapped here, you get caught buying 167 for a breakout trade, you don't sell here, you get fucking bagged. So this is another high of day break and fade. We see this pattern a lot too. And also pivotal level fail. CETX. This was another one that had kind of a flat pattern, not up a whole lot. I didn't love the volume coming into the day. We did have like this kind of U pattern here. Midday we had a random push. I don't really, you have this dip back down to kind of the resistance level, come support. This is also a gap level, so I guess you could have traded in that spot, but this was pretty much garbage price action if you ask me. The volume here was actually pretty nice, so this definitely would have been worthwhile of a trade, but it did not do anything after that. Glue was a multi-day runner. I like to pull these up just to double check to make sure recycled names aren't doing anything. In this cycle right now, the day two move is not happening. We're getting no volume, so tend to stay away from those. GLYC. This one was the breadwinner of the day. This thing started off like garbage. It did kind of do a U pattern here. I was very interested once it got to here. My only issue is just like, was it BKYI? No, I fucking forget. Was it this one? No. SEDX. What the fuck was it? Was it ARAB? It was a... Yeah, so my fear of this is kind of a double top into the VWAP area and then death for that. So to me, adding here near VWAP, if you're under VWAP, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I have struggled with anything near VWAP personally, so I kind of took a step back, waited for this to kind of do its thing. It did break, and then once this kind of failed back through, we did have kind of this wedge forming from up here. We can draw that downtrend. And then once we got to here and we started grinding up, I took some here. This is a pattern we've seen. This was a very strong pattern about a month or two ago where we kind of push up we have a bigger pullback than what you'd want or hope. And then you connect the dots down here, and then it kind of grinds. It stays in this kind of like grind motion, and then a big push. We haven't seen this, I don't think, like in a hot second, but did add here, got some ads off. I didn't hold past this point. The market is kind of hit or miss, but this is nice to see. Nice big huge fucking push. Definitely passed pre-market highs, and then I also tried some down here in case it wanted to kind of hold this trend line and make another push. That one failed through, and then surprisingly we get another run basically of the same type. Also nice to see. The biggest thing for me would be this reclaim right here. So like this would be where I'd pretty much be adding. This above VWAP failed back through and then hold. So like this area right here is super key to get back over. And then if you're looking to re-add into it, this would have been a good dip in my opinion. But nice to see this go. It kind of double topped. It then kind of went flat and then triple top. So nice to see things moving with one or two legs here. I would consider this two legs, even though this one isn't breaking over top of it, but it's just another move itself. Overall, that was a good name. Yeah, excited about that one. GMM, recycled name. This one, no volume. I can never fucking say this one. GLNLNLN, no volume. Fuck that one. ACTI, again, another recycled name. LAC, this one was kind of, I think, a higher float. Could be wrong. Nice kind of 1-2 pullback and push. We've seen this a lot too today. Probably 3 or 4 times. This 1 minute, 2 minute, and then push. That would have been a good ad right there. For this to continue up like this and then just fail, I think went all the way back down. This reminds me of, there was another stock like QS or something like that. I don't know. It kind of grinded up like this, just like 30, bullish candles in a row, and then just 30 bearish candles in a row. So I think these would have been good ads. I wouldn't have trusted this, but kind of cool to see that. LIXT, let's see here. This one faded down to a key level and then pushed midday up to the daily 200. To me, this one, like price action seems a little bit too wild, not sustained, but nice move, and then it gave it all back. So just be careful of non-sustained moves during midday hours. Loosey goosey. We have another stock over $10. I tend to stay away from these. For example, yesterday we had, was it a Kin or some shit, and then Evoke. I think we're both $10 stocks, and they both sucked ass. So this one pretty much insta halted off the rip and then died. So until we see momentum in these higher price stocks, I'm going to personally stay away. NBY, this one was more or less a backside bounce off of a previous run. If we pull this up real quick. So over here on 920, to me, I guess we are kind of far away, but it's not really clearing any levels, and it's fading into open. So I didn't really love it that much, and it clearly didn't do anything. So kind of stayed away from that one. QUBT, had this one up just in case. Sometimes low volume, no pre-markets can run. I was interested here, but anything that kind of rips at the open tends to fade. So if this thing kind of settled down and then push, it would have been different. But again, nothing really there that I liked. SHPH. This one, another one that was flat and then fading. This one did provide the 1-2 up into VWAP and then fade. This one also came back and pushed again and then failed again. So if we're seeing something that is struggling with VWAP, I'd want to see this push to like 250s and then come back and then go again. But anything around VWAP right now that's struggling to break tends to be bearish. All right, VSIG last one. Where are we at here? Holy fuck. Okay, this one, 9 o'clock news, 8:30 news. A stock that's around 10 cents. I also tend to, anything around 10 cents can get kind of fucking wacky. If you take large size, you can get fucked as well. Push off the open, fade. So again, just like QUBT, up, down. We saw this with, what was the stock yesterday? We saw this with, no, it wasn't AMIX. I think it was GMM. Let's pull up GMM. Fuck. GMM. Okay, we're getting close here. GMM. So this one wasn't near 10 cents, but again, you push off the open, you're already kind of up, and then you fade, and then it's death. So if we're looking at stuff that has continuation, that has bigger potential, GLYC fading into open and then even dip further at the open market. So things that are looking bearish tend to turn bullish, and things that are looking super bullish as pre-market is opening tend to suck ass. So that is it for today. Hopefully everyone caught the bag like Warren Buffett. Peace.